There's a lot that goes into elections, and we try to, in our office, try to do a lot of that ourselves. And so when the election process starts, it's kind of all hands on deck, and we kind of drop a lot of other things and become election people. Well, they need to know that we're by mail, but we will have in-person voting both early and on election day. But we hope that they take advantage of by mail. It's easy, it's safe, it's secure. Ballots will mail on October 13th, which is a week from today. So they should be receiving ballots towards the end of next week, the 16th, the 17th, the 15th sometime. And once we start receiving ballots back, we'll start processing those each day as we get them back. There'll be early voting and same-day voting in person at the Dixie Center. Typically, we have polling locations out and about, Hurricane, Washington, St. George, Santa Clara. But because of COVID, we thought it was safer, and both for the voters and for our election workers to consolidate that. We're going to be in the exhibit hall at the Dixie Center, where there's a lot of room and we can space, and we think it's the best way to go. Some people will not like that because it's not as close to home as it has been, but in June there was no in-person voting, so it's better than that, and maybe not as good as it could be if we had other polling locations. So. Yeah, so it'll be October 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th, and the 27th and 28th, I believe, is in the afternoon from 1 to 5. And the last 2 days, 29th and 30th, are in the morning, 9 to 1 at the Dixie Center. And then the polls open at 7 o'clock on Election Day and close at 8 that night. So, and just so people know, we have ballot drop boxes for the mail-in ballots that are located at the Hurricane Library, Washington Library, outside of our building, the St. George Library, and the Santa Clara Branch Library. And we get those ballots every weekday, pick those up and process them. But those boxes are locked at 8 o'clock on election night, just like a polling location. That's when the polls close, those boxes are locked. Your ballots must be postmarked no later than November 2nd to be counted.